Blac Chyna, or should we say Angela White, is officially done playing nice, and she is about to make her ex-boyfriend pay a staggering $20 million for running his mouth. A $20 million price tag for clout chasing. Angela and twin Hector, you already know this has been brewing for years. Angela White had completely left the Blac Chyna persona in the past to focus on her spiritual journey, her fitness, and her peace. Her ex decided to poke the bear. We are talking about secret text message receipts between Blac Chyna and ex-boyfriend twin Hector. Let's lay out all the connections, why Angela is demanding an 8-figure payout, what twin Hector thought he could get away with, and why everybody is starting to realize that the new Angela White is a completely different kind of danger in the courtroom. Blac Chyna and twin Hector dated for nearly 3 years, from August 2020 all the way to March 2023. At the time, they kept things relatively low-key compared to her highly publicized relationships with Rob Kardashian or Tyga. And when they finally called it quits in the spring of 2023, fans thought that was the end of it. Angela was going through her massive rebrand. She was removing her facial fillers, getting her demonic tattoos lasered off, finding her faith, and stepping into her new era. She literally shed the Blac Chyna skin and left the chaos behind. Hector decides to file a massive lawsuit against Angela, claiming she physically assaulted him multiple times during their relationship. He painted this horrifying picture of her, alleging that she viciously attacked him while he was completely asleep and subjected him to relentless verbal abuse throughout their time together. He was trying to drag the old Blac Chyna narrative back into the spotlight, the narrative of the aggressive, out-of-control reality star that the media has loved to push for a decade. During a sit-down interview with Piers Morgan on his Uncensored show,
"Ever been in domestic violence? Like, you're obviously scared to say something, and you won't say anything."
Piers actually brought up these explosive allegations. Angela told the world that his claims were 100% false. She even went as far as to say that he hadn't actually filed anything real at the time and that it was just clout chasing at its highest. She said, "The mental of somebody else's success can make people do the most." She completely dismissed him as a bitter ex who was desperate for attention because she had elevated her life while he was left in the dust. She even pointed out that he had verbally attacked her own mother, Tokyo Toni. Angela White has officially hit twin Hector with a brutal cross-complaint, and she is seeking a minimum of $20 million. And the details in these court documents are absolutely wild. Let's talk about the assault allegations, because Angela is finally telling her side of the story. In her brand new filing, her legal team directly addresses Hector's claims that she beat him up. She actually acknowledges that there was a physical altercation. According to Angela's legal documents, Hector is the one who initiated the violence. She states that he violently struck her first, targeting both her upper and lower body. Her legal team argues that the physical contact she made with him in that moment was a direct, proportional response to the threat she was facing. She wasn't attacking a sleeping man, she was fighting off a man who had just assaulted her. Her team is framing this as a clear-cut act of survival and self-preservation, completely flipping the script on Hector's victim narrative. The fact that she is willing to admit she fought back shows that she isn't hiding from the truth, she's just refusing to let him twist the narrative to make her look like the unprovoked aggressor. Now the $20 million price tag actually comes from. Because the self-defense argument is just one part of the lawsuit. The bulk of that $20 million demand centers entirely around a massive violation of their non-disclosure agreement. When you date someone of Angela White's caliber, especially someone who has been through high-stakes litigation with the entire Kardashian-Jenner empire, you better believe you are signing an ironclad confidentiality agreement. You are not allowed to talk about her, post about her, and you are definitely not allowed to write little subliminal diss tracks about her. But apparently, twin Hector thought he was smarter than a team of elite Hollywood lawyers. In her cross-complaint, Angela alleges that Hector has repeatedly referenced her in multiple songs he's released since their breakup. He's been out here trying to boost his music streams by using his proximity to her name. The court filing specifically highlights one of Hector's lyrics where he raps about a woman who wears a size 39 shoe, a shoe size? That's what's costing him $20 million? Yes. Because Angela's legal team is pointing out that a size 39 shoe is uniquely hers. He wasn't rapping about Cinderella. Cinderella is a world queen that shows his power in the whole world. He was explicitly throwing subliminals at the mother of two who he just spent 3 years dating. Angela literally proves the messages between Hector and him.
Her kids to her mother lie. And then, second of all,
the message alleges that Hector actually texted Angela about coming close and date with me. In the text message, he allegedly tried to backtrack and play mind games. Why did Hector send a dating message to his beautiful girl? That text message tells all about between Angela and Hector. Angela's lawyers are using his own text against him as documented proof that he was fully aware of the implications of the song. He knew the lyric was about her, he knew it breached the NDA, and he texted her to try and cover his tracks. Angela's team has calculated the reputational and contractual damage caused by these songs and his loose lips, and they are not backing down. She is making an absolute example out of him to send a deafening message to anyone else who thinks they can capitalize on her name without her permission. His attorney released a statement characterizing her filing as a diversion from the original physical assault lawsuit. They are leaning heavily into the "Hector is a peaceful guy" narrative, claiming he has absolutely no history of violence and framing him as the true victim of a toxic woman. His lawyers are even publicly referencing California's domestic violence statutes.
She repeatedly abused him, punched him, kicked him, and even threatened to unalive him,
aggressively pointing out that the law protects men just as much as it protects women. They are clearly trying to win in the court of public opinion by suggesting Angela is using her fame, her money, and this size 39 shoe NDA claim to bankrupt him and silence him from speaking his truth about the alleged abuse. Since their split in early 2023, Angela's life has completely leveled up. In late 2024, she got engaged to Grammy-winning songwriter Derek Milano. Derek Milano is a best songwriter and American actor who can write beautiful songs on SoundCloud. Do you remember when her mom, Tokyo Toni, posted that emotional video crying tears of joy over her daughter's engagement? Tokyo literally said, "Let me go back here and finish crying, 'cause I can't believe it. I love you guys." All the lawsuits of twin Hector ended many years ago, which is a big achievement for the Hector. At the end of this big story, Angela White wins a big lawsuit against twin Hector in California domestic violence strategy. Think with your big brain and wait for next twist.
I didn't threaten. I said I'm a multi-gayer ass, and I said I'm gonna do demon time.